Hello, it's Kieran here. Quick show today. Pip's gonna get his own little section.
Am I?
Yeah.
What?
We haven't discussed this yet, but he is, and he's gonna be talking about the trailer for The Hobbit, and we might do a quick review of something random. But as you can tell, we are running out of things to say. We're getting to the end of the year and it's cold. My hand's nearly dropped off today. So I hope you enjoy this sort of quick episode, and this episode is dedicated to Sean Mcginty. Sean, I hope you enjoy this. Sean is a man, a legend. He mentioned MediaStuds on BBC Radio Lancashire, and for me, that was my proudest moment of my life. But he thought it was something else.
What is porn?
But he still watched it.
Because he thought it was porn.
Right. Here we go. Okay, so it's coming to the end of the year, and we know we still got a lot of films coming out, a lot of good films, like The Hobbit, and a lot of Oscar contenders come out in November because, for obvious reasons. But what we want is your sort of top 5 so far of the year, and then you can send us revisions, and we'll be doing them in a couple of weeks. So we love them. Still keep sending your reviews in. I mean, we're so fluid under today. We haven't managed to read any out, but they're all fabulous. I'm sure Pip's read every single one.
What?
Okay, so Pip, we both just watched the trailer for The Hobbit. As you probably realise, we get quite a lot of rustling from this microphone if we move it a centimetre, and Pip is trying his hardest to get as close as possible without moving it. So let's move on. Pip, what did you think of the trailer for The Hobbit?
It's alright.
What was good about it?
What wasn't good about it?
Right, I'm sick of these. Alright, just... What was good about it? Alright, what was bad about it? Come on, give us the trailer. What was the atmosphere? Who was in it? See anything?
No.
What was the music like? Stop licking the microphone like a cat.
Or a dog. Or a squirrel.
Squirrels don't... You're not going to tell us anything. Okay, so, right, I'll tell you. So the trailer for The Hobbit's out now. It's been out for, a while. But the film's out in December, it's out this month. We'll be reviewing that, going to see that, but we'll be doing sort of Lord of the Rings for the next few weeks, or touching on it. Pip's never seen The Lord of the Rings. We tried watching it, but we failed because he got bored, halfway through.
Actually, it was my little brother.
Yeah. And now he's drinking from an empty J2O can.
It's not empty,
Bottle.
and it's not a can.
And now he's pouring it. Don't pour that onto the microphone! Okay, so now that Pip's out of the way, we can do some serious reviewing.
Hey guys.
You can't hear him, just block him out. Alright, a bit of a random one today, sort of thriller, a bit of horror action. A Lonely Place to Die, it's 15, written by Julian Gilby and Will Gilby, directed by Julian Gilby. A Lonely Place to Die is a film which tries to achieve a lot. Evidently, the Gilby brothers want to be seen as the new Coens. This film was released in September 2011. I remember watching it on DVD around that time, which does not tell you a lot, but this might help. Look, A Lonely Place to Die isn't a bad film. In fact, I enjoyed parts and was sometimes impressed by the scale. The film did not get a large release and was obviously intended for action fans, although there are distinct echoes near the end of the film of The Wicker Man. It is a confusing mix of visceral action and violence against the serene background of the Scottish Highland, sort of similar to Lord of the Rings, which is my pathetic excuse of trying to tie it in. A group of 5 mountaineers climbing in the remote Scottish Highlands make a shocking and horrifying discovery. A small girl from a faraway country has been buried alive in a wooden box in the middle of the woods. There is only an air hole and a small bottle of water keeping her alive. What follows is a thrilling and dangerous pursuit from her kidnappers and a daring adventurer from the brave mountaineers. Look, my main problem with the film is partly its promotion. The posters splash Melissa George's name all over it. Although you could argue she is central to the story, I don't really rate her. She was uninteresting and flat. In fact, I found most of the characters we were meant to like or even relate to, I found irritating, and I think this is the main problem with the film. Also, it seems apparent that Gilby wants to direct action more than anything else. It is undeniable that the money and the time has been put into the gunfights and fistfights. Although I have no problem with this, I find it hard to watch when I feel so detached from the character I'm watching. The standout performance, if there is one, is from Sean Harris, who is both menacing and shocking as who plays the main kidnapper. I've seen this film twice now, and each time it's sent a shiver down my spine. Now, this may be nitpicking, but I find it slightly annoying. For a film set in the remote Scotland, there is only one main character who has even a slight accent, and spoiler alert, he is killed off quite early. It just seemed odd to me. But overall, I didn't hate A Lonely Place to Die. Parts it was exciting and it was very enjoyable to watch, even if the most enjoyable parts were either the lavish shots of the high mountains and peaks, or the intense performance of a very evil man. But I have to say, I look forward to seeing what the Gilbys do next. They have a writing flourish, which, if sharpened, could be great. Okay, so that's it for this episode of MediaStuds. Pip, say bye really loudly because the headphones on my ear. Bye. Could you hear that? I hope you could. But see you next week. Leave you with a short clip from the trailer for The Hobbit and
I love you.
And a special song.
I'm joking, I hate you all.
for Sean Mcginty. Sean Mcginty. Can we say his name one more time? Sean Mcginty. Legend. Everybody. Sean Mcginty.
Far to the east, over ranges and rivers, lies a single solitary peak. The dwarves are determined to reclaim their homeland.
I like visitors as much as the next hobbit. But I do like to know them before they come visiting.
Mr. Baggins? At your service.
I'm surrounded by dwarves. What are they doing here?
Oh, they're quite a merry gathering.
So, this is the Hobbit.
You asked me to find the 14th member of this company, and I have chosen Mr. Baggins.
Me? No.
Hobbits can pass unseen by most if they choose, which gives us a distinct advantage.
We will seize this chance to take back Erebor!
Here, Mr. Bilbo! Where are you off to? I'm going